what is going on YouTube? Uh, One thing I want to talk about is I made this little loadout of myself. After playing, I unlocked a bunch of stuff in the game, but one thing I did not unlock was the LMG and the good sniper. And I had like almost a constant XP card every time I got one. I used one in attrition, and I still was not getting that much XP, so I couldn't even unlock the LMG or the sniper, which I'm really not used to because in Call of Duty, it usually gives you like one of each weapon class, like right in the beginning, and in this game it doesn't. It gives you like the assault rifle and then the SMG, and then like I think the smart pistol right away because you use that in the tutorial, and it gives you like the longbow sniper which takes 2 shots, and then like that's it, and the SMG and stuff, and the shotgun. But it doesn't give you the LMG and the sniper for a while. I feel like that's good because they know those are the best guns. I mean, Call of Duty, when you unlock something late, it's because it's a unique gun. Like the AN-94 was a like assault rifle which shot like, the first 3 bullets quickly. The LMG shot the first 6 bullets quickly, and like that was what was unique about them. But in this game, you can't even get the class yet, so it's like in Battlefield and I guess in Call of Duty, like when you're new and you know you can't aim well or anything, it's good to have an LMG or a sniper. They're pretty similar but different. They either kill quickly or they have lots of ammo, so you can try to get killed as quickly as possible. But I made this little list here, and this is my compilement after playing the game of my favorite class here. I used a smart pistol, which I'll talk about in a sec. Kitty, kitty. The 3 satchel charges, minion finder, which is the default, and it's also really nice. B5 wingman. That one takes a little bit to unlock. Only secondary I actually find useful in this game now. The charge rifle on the Titan. I misspelled it, but the new tube launcher, anti-Titan, and electric smoke on the Titan. It's definitely my favorite class setup in the game. Uh, they're all unlockable pretty early, except for the new tube launcher. It takes a little while. The charge rifle also does, but you don't reload it, and that's amazing. And electric smoke, you get kind like before those two, but not right away. And the electric smoke had something weird and glitchy in the game where it didn't like unlock right away. So someone rodeo me and I tried to use it and I put like a shield, and I thought it was like a patch or something, but then I used the next round there wasn't even a guy on me and I couldn't use the shield or the electric smoke, so I was like, okay. And then it finally like registered that I had it equipped, which is kind of weird. And I knew because I had like the a missile launcher gun that I had electric smoke on. I was choosing the right Titan because I had this gun on that I recognized. So that's that. Should go over everything on this list that I found useful. The smart pistol, people make videos of like, is it OP? Is it OP? Whatever. You know, I don't think it's OP, but it is really nice. I noticed that when I use any other gun and I shoot someone, they always like double jump or like do some kind of parkour or like turn on me or like something weird. So I don't have vision problems, but I feel like I kind of do when I use this. So I'm just like, if you do, it's amazing. It just locks on and finds people, and all I do is look somewhere. And the drawback to enhanced targeting is really not that bad. I mean, I can't really tell the difference when it's locking onto people, but if it shaves like even a little bit time off, then that's pretty nice. And the window is just fine, because I'm already facing people. I can keep them in my sights. All it does is take the horizontal view. A smart pistol goes from like this to like this. It doesn't change like the vertical. You don't have to be that. It doesn't decrease the zone you have to be in that much. The satchel charge is the C4 of this game, and there's two arc equipments. There's a satchel charge, and there's something else. There's some kind of like EMP equivalent, which is kind of annoying if you're in a Titan and people throw it at you. It's basically so you can escape Titans, which I feel like if a Titan is near me, I usually don't time to escape, but it seems like they're all so quiet. I don't have time to, but Minion Finder is really nice. I just don't see anything else that's good other than it. I mean, like they can be kind of distracting to shoot at minions, but you can also like if you see a guy who's not a minion, it's like finding a ghost guy in Call of Duty. It's like, oh man, I found someone on the map, and he gets your full attention because he's all ghost-like, and no one can see but you. So unless he camps in Black Ops 2 or something. B5 Wingman, I got killed with this the second I put it on. If you're up close and you can't target someone with a smart pistol, uh, it's really nice. Basically everything in this revolves around the smart pistol, because the smart pistol, if someone sees you, you can't really kill them, so you have to just throw C4 at them, or a satchel charge. I don't know, what is it, charge? Doesn't charge, just throw it, detonates. Getting three of them's easy too. I don't know. The other options are just not that good. Like I can't even think of any alternatives to these weapons. I guess like the R101C is good, opposed to smart pistol, but I just don't see like anything else fun to use. The LMG, if I unlock that, would be fun. And the one-shot sniper. There's a guy, and I wasn't like even mad. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's what you use a sniper. He was so high up on the map, and he just one-shot me with a sniper, and I was like, okay, I wasn't even surprised. I knew they have one that one-shots you in the game. Drifter said, oh, I'm just trying to say names, but someone said, he said that there's no snipers that can one-shot you, and that was a complete lie. I mean, yeah, the longbow doesn't, but the other one certainly can. Uh, you do die surprisingly quickly. Like it's kind of like expected that if you see someone and someone else sees you, you shouldn't die instantly, like in Call of Duty. But there's times when I do, like I'm by cover and I got killed, and I was just like, yep, that's R101C, and it was. I was like, yep, it killed me pretty quickly, like 3 bullets or 4, you know. And so it's still a lot like Call of Duty. But charge rifle, you don't reload, enough said. It's not that accurate, but I mean, neither is the Zoe machine gun or any of the other machine guns. And since they patched the missile launcher quad rocket thing, I don't really like that as much. You can get people up buildings with the charge rifle too. And I was doing a funny thing with the charge rifle where, and Titans don't run out of ammo either, so it doesn't really matter to use a charge rifle for ammo's sake. But I do just because it's so fun. There's a guy uh, in a window or a building, and I was just in a spawn, and I was just like head glitching my Titan, and just like shooting him in the window, and then shooting him on the left side and the right side. It was basically like Call of Duty Small Tribute Titan. It was pretty fun. And they were probably just like, well, what? And some guy tried to flank me, and he always like runs away from you and stuff. I'm just like, I just shoot him. I like the lock-on missile because it makes you defeat Titans. Like you could think, well, if there's a guy below you, just shoot him with missiles, because the Titan guns aren't that accurate. But I find that I can still kind of accurately lock on to him. You can punch people almost easier than you can stop them. So I go with the Titan lock-on missiles because I think they're a little stronger, and then I just punch people if they're close to me. I don't have to shoot missiles at them, like the free fire kind. So that's why I go with that. Back to the Wingman is basically like a shotgun secondary. I shot a dude like up close with it, and there's no way I could use like the auto pistol to do that because you know this game accuracy is so big in this game because people move so much that it's just fun to go like boom 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 and that's it. I have on here the noob tube launcher, which is really fun. I mean, it feels like the death machine that you always have as like a not just a not a primary, secondary, but a third area. And and you can kill grunts and minions with this too, which you can't do with any of the other anti-Titan weapons. So that's what I like about that. You know, it gives away your position and stuff, but it's got lots of ammo. It's not automatic, so it's kind of fun to just like trigger press like the button down. Just spam it. You can spam it a little bit. So that's fun. I don't think it does that much damage, but you know, it's kind of fun when like even someone else is using it. It has like a really small blast radius, but if you stick a Titan, I think that does like an extra damage maybe. I'm not really sure, but I think it shows like a hit marker when you stick someone. So, and then electric smoke. I already talked about that. Pretty amazing. I've killed pretty much everyone I've used it on. You know, one time it didn't kill someone. I think that's because he jumped off or something. Anyways, it was just bad timing. But I feel like this shit could maybe be nerfed a little bit. Sorry if they do it. You know, I'm not popular enough that they would do it because of me. But maybe like an indication, like have smoke come out first, and then the guy can jump off because it almost seems too good. You know, roto-ing is a really annoying thing that happened to you. The first time it happened to me, I got out of my Titan, and then the guy like obviously jumped off and he just shot me as I uh, jumped off or something, or did some kind of weird thing like that. It was just like okay. And then there's weird instances where I jump on someone's Titan, and then when he jumps out, he's like perfectly behind his Titan facing me, so he just shoots me. And when I ejected out, I definitely wasn't facing the guy rotoing me. He was just like off somewhere, like high by my Titan, or maybe I landed in a weird place. But it's just weird, so why not eliminate half the weirdness by making it so if someone's rotoing me, you know, it's nothing you can do if you rodeo someone else, but if actually Smart Pistol does a lot of damage, that's another thing I like about it. But if someone's throwing me, just put up like smoke, it regenerates, you know, or maybe only get like one or two uses or something. But it almost seems so good. Like the shield kind of helps, but I usually just hide and head glitch and stuff instead. Uh, so that's another fun thing I like with the charge rifle. Just hide, charge it up all the way, and then shoot someone. So that's fun. Really easy to punch people in this game. That's all I had for my list, but not on there. I like cloaking. It's definitely fun. It wouldn't be cheating to have a turbo in this game, maybe for the semi-auto assault rifle, but I definitely want turbo L1 because cloaking is something that like you want to be cloaked as much as possible, but everyone forgets to cloak. You know, or I forget to cloak. So I definitely want a turbo L1, just so I stay invisible as much as possible. It's definitely a fun thing to have on. It messes up people's smart pistols and stuff. You know, uh, things I haven't even changed about this game. Sorry if they nerfed it because I mean it's just a coincidence. I swear. Uh, the satchel charge is really easy, and another thing is the arc mine, which takes longer to unlock. I didn't unlock it, but the arc mine is really annoying because someone did use it offensively on me, which people said people do, because it's like it's kind of like a bouncy Betty, but goes off right away. And I guess it's more like the bouncy Betty when you put like a shock in it too. So it's kind of like the shock charge bounce Betty combination, Black Ops 2, and one thing, and it's really annoying. So you know, it's kind of like I guess it's the same as a satchel charge, but you can place it somewhere, and you can't pick up satchel charges like you can in C4. So that is kind of weird. And you can shoot. You can lock on and shoot satchel charges with your smart pistol, which is also a cool thing about it. You can shoot your own instead of detonate it, or you can shoot someone else's and locks on other people's equipment and stuff. But for some reason, I don't think I could shoot someone's equipment doing this, but I don't know. So yeah, satchel charges are way too good. I mean, I got a few kills with the Frag or the arc grenade, just throwing at people and stuff. You know, lucky kills, like the kills you should be getting, throwing it down when I eject, and it does give you more ammo. So I think they do that so when you eject, you can always just throw grenades down and stuff. And remember, you see smart types of people who would be like running out low on ammo, which you don't really run low on ammo in Titanfall, but if you do, just jump in your Titan, leave the end, you get new resupplies, so, I mean, that's a good tip, I guess. And Titans can be an AI, there's no, like, Titan hijacking or anything. Uh, One thing I noticed is that it's really easy to kill someone with Titan, with your Titan. Uh, when I first did this, I was like, oh my god, I killed someone with Titan with mine. But it really doesn't take that long to be called in. It only takes like a few seconds. So I got crushed on by someone, and you just die instantly. It's like a care package on a Juggernaut. It's like, okay. But it doesn't. But I think care packages take like 16 seconds to call in, and a Titan takes like 5 seconds, and it's got a bigger radius. So it is kind of easier to call in. I kind of want to turbo like down D-stick because it's another thing to think about to call in a Titan. Of course you change the L1, you turn off the L1 turbo when you get in your Titan because then it becomes the shield or the electric smoke or whatever. But those are some little cool tips I would add in. Uh, Other than the smart pistol, I'm not sure like what else I like. Maybe the LMG if I unlocked it, the sniper, the one-shot one, which is a fun fact. It's named after the creator of the game, named after himself, which is kind of weird. Imagine like Bonhar and name himself after a sniper, Bonhar. He made him worse actually. So I think that's funny. How people know like who makes the snipers, who nurse the snipers. That's just a weird thing. It's like some employees associated with that thing. I thought that was funny too because in Final Fantasy, which I play a lot of, or at least all the games all the way through, and then some of them I play like the layer ones more than others. Uh, like they also have something called the Yochibo, which is also like a long range weapon, and it's also named after a guy who made the game. So that's just a fun connection thing. People like name themselves after long range weapons apparently. Uh, Another thing, that's pretty much it for my list. I'm just trying to find out what can happen to change this list because everything's so good in this already. Like in Satchel Charge, I've killed like I was gonna say this after the frag thing. I get a couple kills with the frags with the arc grenades, but Satchel Charges are so good for just like if the smart pistol can't lock on, you just like throw it and that's it. And I got like double kills and stuff. And you're really newbie. I got killed with them, annoyed with them before I unlocked them, and then just used them after. I was like, wow, okay, this is easy. I'm glad they didn't even skill or anything. Because it is real easy to throw and detonate. I found Ghost C4 to be really annoying to throw. I couldn't get like any kills, but uh, yeah, I mean, there's no protection, there's no blast shield. It's kind of like Mario Fear 2 in that sense, and they did make Mario Fear 2, so just I guess we speak loud. There's no YouTube or anything. I think that would be something really annoying. I mean, Engine Mario Fear 2 without the YouTube, that would be something. That would make it just so much better. If someone wasn't hacking Mario Fear 2 or if someone's hacking against me and I use the YouTube, it's like the same thing. It almost seems like a hack or something. It's like pretty crazy, but I'm at 20 minutes right now. Uh, my favorite thing ever, though, that I want to keep talking about is the Smart Pistol. This thing, this is my most fun weapon. Considering that, like, aiming is so hard in the game, I do consider maybe a low OP. I wonder why more people don't shoot at me when I use this. Sometimes I'll lock onto someone, they won't see me, and then when it gets to a certain point, I just think, like, yeah, even if he shoots me continuously, unless he gets, like, all headshots or something, I'm gonna kill this guy, so he'll see me, and I don't know why he doesn't see me sooner, but he'll see me, he'll, uh, he'll lock on, or do you want to lock on? So, oh my god. It's always funny if pistol stand up with someone, you're both, like, locking onto each other, so obvious he's a smart pistol. Uh, so anyways, you lock on, he shoots you a few times, and it's just like, nope, and you kill him sooner. And then there's this awkward moments where I lock on and shoot when I'm not fully locked on, and I just like try to shoot anyways. Sometimes I get kills that way too, but I mean, it does seem so fun to use and stuff. And of course, great against like minions and whatever. So see if you have that XP burn card, stuff that gives you more XP against bronze minions. Uh, One more thing is, before I played, people said like you can tell who the minions are and who the minions aren't pretty easily. You know, like you think that you wouldn't, but you can. And I never really thought that you couldn't, but after playing, like, it even shows it shows Grunge usernames as like Grunge Z or something. You remind me of like Mr. Grunge, the speedrun guy or whatever. Uh, yeah, that's what they remind me of. So unless the guy's name is Grunge Z, like just look at the username and you can see them. I don't know if there's like an assassin. I mean, if there is an assassin, if they don't have a username, then that means they're an enemy. So there's really, yeah, I don't know why people can't see me. Maybe I don't move enough or something, but I don't know. There's a, well, under the options menu, there's an option of sprint on all the time. And I think, like, why wouldn't you want sprints? Like when I see people not sprinting, it looks like kind of weird, you know? Uh, Sprint on is definitely good. You know, it reminds me of Final Fantasy 2 because, like, as well, because you can put on sprint all in that game. The Chrono Trigger remake, you go sprint all on. You know, people hate walking. You know, people like sprinting. I think Final Fantasy 10 2, they changed from 10, how it used to be, like you press O to sprint or something, or you press O to walk. Like sprint was on, you press O to walk. There's a glitch associated with that. They changed O to just nothing, and if you're by a ledge, you could jump on the ledge with O. So there's a better use of O. I think everyone just hates walking. Stop putting walking in the game. I mean, unless there's like a tight place to walk on, when you actually have to not move quickly, which there isn't in any of the games that uh, have sprint on. You know, I can think of like a few Final Fantasy ones maybe, but sprint on definitely might not be an option then. So just one little thing I want to say about the sprint. So yeah, sprint impression of the game. You know, couldn't unlock the Ogre Titan yet. One thing that was really annoying, I looked this up online and stuff. It was like it was probably like the right thing I looked up online. I was playing like Dark Souls and stuff, and like I looked up so much stuff in that. Uh, you know, some better info than others, you know. But I looked up this, how to play in the other team, because I finished one campaign, and then I tried to get the other campaign by dashboarding the game, by closing the game, or going to the menu and coming back, and joining the match, and then checking, and it was actually a good reason to rage quit, because I just wanted to check to see if the other team uh, was playing yet, so, you know, if they're letting me play his other team, and it still didn't, so this guy had the problem with being stuck on the IMC, had the problem being stuck on the Melodia, and it's kind of annoying, you know, I don't know how to change it. I assume it's like an RNG thing, but it's such a small chance getting the other team, that's kind of annoying. So, you know, that's the only reason the over is hard to get, is such a random chance, you know. But that definitely looks like the best Titan. And he only gets one sprint, but I feel like sprinting isn't that good as a Titan. I don't know why you want to sprint. Right? Times that I sprint is because I want to get out of danger if there's like two or three people, but other than that, I don't really need to. Uh, you know, he gets more defense as his overload or whatever it's called, which is pretty nice. It's kind of the same thing as more damage. I mean, they both go hand in hand, but the ogre's got more health, so that thing seems decent. There's apparently like suicide things you can do with the Strider. You know, I think Drifter said I have to redeem him now because of something bad about him or whatever. But yeah, I don't really know how to do that. Seems risky to me, and I've blown up my time a few times, even with auto eject. I don't know what auto eject, what you replace with auto eject, but it's not a good thing to have on. Definitely. Uh, just yeah, don't use it. So I don't know. That's my Titanfall review. Got played for free. At the family video, it was kind of fun, nostalgic to go to video stores again. I used to think that I closed the video store like I was responsible because I used to take the manuals on accident and they get returned without the manual. So I was like, oh no, people stop buying stuff because they have the manual. But it wasn't a blockbuster, so I feel like that was maybe like 10 years ago or so. Every video store should have died along with the blockbuster because it wasn't a blockbuster. But I mean, at the same time, uh, that could have ended that video store sooner. So that was pretty fun. I got to play for free for a few days. Some people said it's only fun for a few days. It would have been fun to do the campaign again. Titan vs. Titan looks fun. Uh, you know, not much to say about that again, but that is my definitive Titanfall. It's not really much of a review. I don't like reviews. People review games and say like games linear, games games too linear. They just say linear over and over again. So that's pretty much that. See ya.